All right. Hello, everybody. Were you nervous? Don't be nervous. You know, we're always here. What-ish? It's still what-ish. Every Monday afternoon, Eastern Standard Time. We're back again with another episode of Dream, Do, Done. We appreciate you being here with us, even hanging when our one-ish extends a little. And we are excited just to have an opportunity to be back. We pray you all had a great and safe weekend. Of course, some people were choosing how or how not they were celebrating, but whatever you did, we hope that you were safe and you enjoyed time with family and friends and just took a moment to really pause because the Rona is still alive, people. So while folks are going to the beach and to the parks and socializing, let's use wisdom. Every single health official, every single scientist is warning about the same things. They understand everyone's been locked up. You want to get out, get your fresh air, but wear your mask, stay socially distant, wash your hands, use your sanitizers. That's our public service announcement because all three of us have been affected by COVID-19, so we don't take it lightly, and we really want everyone to be safe. But enough of that. I'm going to turn it over to my beautiful co-hosts so they can greet you as well. The how-to coach, Tamara Hartley, and the Pulpit Chic, Serena Brown-Travis. And if we've never met, I'm the Chief Faithpreneur, Dr. Stacie and Grant. So over to you, Serena.
Well, hello, everyone, and I hope everyone had a great weekend. I know I did. It was the 4th of July that we all celebrated. I think lying awake in the bed, listening to all of our neighbors sound off fireworks since all of our local activities were canceled. So nonetheless, glad to be here. Glad to have had such a relaxing weekend, such a reflective weekend. And so I'm looking forward to this show today.
Awesome. Tamara.
Yeah, so I missed you all last week. I was actually in Florida. My grandson turned 1. And let me tell you, I was taking this stuff for real. I will say that the flight was excellent. They didn't have the middle row open, so you had your social distancing. And when I got to Florida, I stayed indoors. I did not see a beach. I did not see a drop of water or anything. We stayed in doing what we do here, just in Florida. My daughter lives in Gainesville. But this weekend, I had an opportunity to rest. The fireworks were too much for me this weekend. I've never really been a fireworks person, but I saw a meme that just explained my life right now. It said the fireworks must have been buy one, get one, 5,867 free. I lived that over this weekend.
That is true. It was something's going on. They were saying that law enforcement was giving them out to kids. I don't know what the truth is about that. So I don't want to spread rumors, but something was going on. I've never heard this many firecrackers in my life. I'm like, Are you all kidding me? And I jump at every one, even though I know it's a firecracker. I'm like, oh, what's that? Oh, like I felt like I had a case of Tourette. So So anyway, we don't know. We don't know what caused everyone to be on the upswing because it's still illegal in half of the country. So I don't even understand how the fireworks were going off like that. But I'm glad that you were safe because Florida is one of the suspect states now.
Yeah.
So
and
I'm glad.
Like I said, I was in Gainesville. So of course that's the middle of the state and kind of upper Florida. So no one was trying to vacation in Gainesville. So
well, that's good. You know, I have family in the seat of all of the drama down there. So I'm like, y'all make sure you follow instructions. Yeah. And I'm not sure when I can visit. Because we're just getting over being the epicenter up here in New York. So let's use wisdom. But in any event, our topic today, it's the third quarter. How did this happen? Can one of you explain to me how we're in July?
Listen, we've been on the roller coaster.
It's been a whirlwind.
We've been on a roller coaster since January. You know, we were all excited. Everyone was renewed. You know, I just love when I reflect back on 2020, clear vision, child. So we all got a clear vision, and we've been on a roller coaster for a long time. And apparently the roller coaster is continuing. So how do we get here? A roller coaster, baby. Let's go.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Oh, hey there, Danny. You have one of your Hamptonites who is one of our boys that said hello. Yes, she said hello and good to see you. Thank you for tuning in today. I know how you HU people, the other HU. How y'all get down?
I didn't even say anything or make any looks.
Don't start that won't be none, all right?
Don't start no be. I know.
Do you see how much drama Serena and I have between us? I mean, come on.
Hey, listen, I'm surprised we haven't rolled around yet, but that's just me.
Oh my goodness. Hey Linda, good to see you. Thank you for joining in our Dream Do Done. We appreciate you being here. So for those who are here for the first time or someone has told you about this series, we've been going now for 1.5 years. Dream Do Done airs live every Monday, 1-ish Eastern Standard Time. And we really talk about the process to your progress. A lot of people just do the lights, camera, action, and act as if they woke up that way. No, that's a Beyonce song. Ain't nobody wake up that way. You have to go through something, right? You have to experience life. You have to learn lessons. Sometimes those lessons can be a little sticky, a little painful, and some just stretch you into that next best version of who you're becoming. And Dream Do Done, we're here to be your accountability, the voices in your head. When you're thinking about your goals and your dreams, you want to move from just dreaming and start doing so that you can check the box and know that it's done. So we've instituted some products that will be able to support you, and Tamara will tell you about that as we close out the show. And of course, you can go to our website, dreamdodone.com. But welcome to the show. We're talking about Q3 goals. It's Q3. We just need to take a minute to acknowledge the fact that nobody was quite ready for July to roll in.
Right.
But
I know I wasn't.
And I'm like, what the what? Like, I'm on the countdown, like 8 weeks away from my conference. I'm like, okay, Jesus. So it's a lot going on. But what are your Q3 goals? If you're tuning in today, type them in. What can we hold you accountable for? And what things are you moving every day? Not, I start on Monday and then I'll start again 2 weeks from now. What are you consistently doing every day so that you can accomplish your Q3 goals? And I'm going to talk about one of my personal ones. You know where it's going to go back to. My sisters know where I need the accountability. But I'm going to let them jump in on their Q3 goals.
Well, I'll say mine quickly. So you said that your conference is 8 weeks away, which is a reminder to me that my book has to be ready to go. And do you see Tamara's face? Y'all see how she's intimidating me, right?
I'm just happy you made the correlation of time.
So I'm like, wait a minute,
I didn't say anything.
You didn't have to.
I'm trying to support you over here, girl.
You didn't have to say a word. It was written all over your face. So in terms of some of my goals for the third quarter, I know for sure that I have to get this book done. It has to be ready with ISB. Everything's got to be ready to go. I know that my coach and my friend and my sister, Stacie NC Grant, will be interviewing me for it. So I've got to be all the way ready for that. And if I'm not, there's going to be dire consequences for my friend and my coach, Tamara Hartley. So nonetheless, I know she's shaking her head, but for real,
the sign of an excellent coach is when your client does the work for you.
So I know for sure I've got to get that thing done, the whole little check mark to get it done, and then I'll still be in the land of the living. So and I say this jokingly, of course, but nonetheless, I as Stacie was talking about that we've been here for 1.5 years. I remember how nervous I was to even get on a live broadcast. Like I remember I was saying, no, we've got to pre-record it, and I don't have anything to say, and I don't want to do this. And so they literally made me, as my father would say, leave and grow your wings on the way down. They literally threw me in the deep end of the ocean. And so I say all that to say that, ladies and gentlemen, even when you don't feel ready, just go ahead and do it. Just jump out there, make it happen, because you never know how your life and career will take off as a result of good coaches, good friends, good sisters, but nonetheless, people in your life that want to see more from you than what you have ever done for yourself. And so for that, ladies, I am super grateful, and I thank you for pushing me to get me where I am today.
We love you.
This is the ultimate sisterhood. Yes, we do love you, but listen to that accountability that we have for each other. And if you didn't care about somebody, you wouldn't even push. You wouldn't want to see them be great. We want to see you be great because we know you're already great. We know there's so much in you, and it's just a lovely thing to see. A lovely thing to see.
Absolutely. Absolutely. As your father says, jump and grow your wings on the way down. You just mentioned it. What's the worst that can happen? You're still in the same place you were when you started. And what's the best that can happen? You actually get it done.
Right.
So, you know, we're very transparent in our show. We talk about the fact that we all go through different spaces and places where we need each other to push us from the dream stage so we can start doing. And that's the only way you can track your progress. And that's what's great about Dream Do Done. We do this for each other. We brought our private masterminding, talking about what's next, holding each other accountable. And we made it public because, you know, I'm the one. If you're talking about jumping, I was hanging out with her daddy too much. I jump all the time. I'm like, oh, I'll figure it out. I'll grab something on the way down.
Oh my goodness, that always takes me back to the show where we discuss who we were in that regard. Yes, Stacie will jump. Serena's not going to jump. She's weighing her options. And I'm the double dutcher, like, I'll jump, but wait a minute. Okay, here I come, Stacie, catch me. But such a we need all three of us on the team because we all bring something different when we're making decisions, when we're creating. So no matter what you are, you need all three of these types of people in your circle. So I hope you have that in your circle. And if not, you got us. So there you go.
And there's that, right? So you have your accountability team. But what about you, Tamara, your Q3 goals?
Okay, so here's a very transparent moment. When this came up that we were talking about Q3 goals, I literally said to myself, ooh, I didn't have any real Q3 goals because I'm still working through Q1 and Q2 because with everything that has happened, the shifting happened and I didn't get everything done that I wanted to get done. But that's the flexibility of being able to assess where you are, figure out what's right, what's wrong, what you need to reshape and regroup. So I'm going to work on Q3 goals today. But I will say during this time, I have gotten a lot of work done. And so with that work being done, I'm pretty sure that will fuel my Q3 goals. But I'm really at that stage right now where I'm really thinking about, hey, it's Q3 already. I'm like, I didn't even know I was here yet. But I'm going to make some goals. But I'm still working through Q1 and Q2. So if you're with me and you're still working, it is okay because now we can get focused and get ready for Q3.
Well, wait a minute. I don't think you're giving yourself enough credit because when we talked 2 weeks ago, I know. Come on, Stacie. You're not giving yourself enough credit because when we talked 2 weeks ago, you said that whole weekend you finished several projects from start to finish. So
yes, so that's the work. But that's the work. I got a lot of work done. But in doing that work, sometimes when you're working, you know, I can get tunnel vision. When you start working, you're just trying to get it done and you made no plans for that work when it's done. And that's kind of where I am. So yes, I've gotten some work done. Like I said, I'm pretty sure that will fuel Q3. But really, I was focused just on getting it done right now. Sometimes you got to take that time and get some stuff done. And that's really where I'm at. But thank you, my sister, for trying to, you know.
I was going to say, and sometimes.
I admit, I got work done.
Yeah, I was going to say, we have to celebrate small victories because as you told
and that's true. And you know, that's hard for me. That's hard for me. I'm one of those people, I don't want my associates because I'm getting my bachelor's. I didn't care about the bachelor's because I'm going on to the master's. So sometimes I get like that and I don't celebrate those wins. So you're right. Sisterly, I take it.
All right, very good. Very good.
Absolutely. Because
I got one, Stacie. I got one.
To be the girl.
But you see how I'm open.
Yes, exactly. And the fact that your Q3 goals could be wrapping up loose ends from Q1 and Q2. There's no judgment in that. That's just reality, especially with the Rona. Everybody got some things that got shifted from what you were planning to do.
And that's what it is, Stacie, being able to shift. You got to be able to do that to keep going instead of stopping altogether because you didn't get done what you wanted to in Q1 or Q2. You can't quit. You just shift.
And that's the difference between those who are able to excel and succeed, even in spite of challenge. Because we know what the numbers are saying, the statistics are saying for people in business, in unemployment. There's a whole lot of stats going on. And if you focus on that, you'll just curl up in a ball and like go dig somewhere and just hibernate underground until 2021. But we don't have that option, right? We need to think about where there's still opportunities, because there's still opportunities. And there's still time for you in this quarter to shift and to readjust what needs to be done so that you can get some return on the investment in this year. I don't even talk about pre-2020. Let's just 2020. Where's the ROI on 2020 pieces? Right? So what can we do to make sure that we're moving along that way? And for Q3, if you're not having that kind of conversation with friends and family, you might need to change your conversations, right? Especially now. It's okay to talk about the latest TV show or to talk about things that are happening in the media. That's fine. But somebody has to be challenging you to hold yourself accountable for what you say you want and how you're going to survive post what we're seeing in the world, post COVID-19, post the racial injustice, post all these things that are happening. What is it that you're going to do and who's holding you accountable to that? So talking about Q3 goals helps you to put your mind in a different space and see where the time wasters are, because we all have time wasters.
Yeah.
So we have to be conscious of the things that take our time and energy, and then we have nothing to show for it. I've been there, done that, trying to save Tom, Julie, and Harry. And then at the end of the day, you have no lifeboat for yourself. So what do you need to focus on in Q3 that's going to get you towards your goals? So, I constantly talk about the fact that I'd rather watch other people work out and the weight fall off of me.
I'm still waiting for something like that to actually be a reality for us.
Like, is there some sort of vision weight loss situation I can just watch you and then the weight just come off? But clearly it's not. So I have to start moving. And my goal for Q3 is to make sure I continue consistently, just as consistent as I am in so many other areas. It's just being consistent with my me time. And I appreciate the fact that Girl Trek is a nationwide movement. There's people trekking all over, and it's really a commitment. They're just asking people to take a pledge, and a pledge for your health as women, that we're so used to taking care of everybody else, doing for everybody else. And as wives, all three of us as wives, we're mothers, we're business owners. So there's all these things on our to-do list that has to get done on a daily basis. But it really makes a difference when you set time out for yourself. And when you set that time out for yourself, you actually end up having more energy to do the things that you need to do for the people you love, for the business that you're growing, for whatever it is that you're seeking. You will have more time and energy if you put yourself first. We always talk about the plane, put the mask on if it's going down before you assist the children and the elderly. It's the same thing with our goals and our dreams. Hey, Ladrine, how are you? Hey, Ellie. Good to see you here.
I'm looking up Girl Trek right now.
Okay. Yeah, girltrek.org. Girltrek.org. And we're promoting them not because we get any, financial reward. It's not about that. It's literally about trying to make women healthy, particularly women of color. And we see what COVID-19 is doing to our communities. So a lot of these underlying conditions, we can control it. And I bring up health a lot on the show because we can't run these multi-million-dollar corporations and businesses if we're sick.
Yeah.
And we're not healthy. So my Q3 goal is to continue to stay consistent because I was already doing my SEQ Moves initiative, but that was 2 days a week for half an hour. Girl Trek they just ask you to move for 30 minutes, 6 days a week. You get 1 day off. And you move in a group, you just walk. Now my group, Lord Jesus. I got you'll see in Girl Training talk about Harriet Tubman, and I'm like, we got the real Harriet in Queens, and I'm like, she watching. I love you, Simone. I love you, but we power walking. I'm like, well, how I'm sweating this much for walking?
Serena.
Okay, fair enough. Send it to me.
We gotta get Columbus going. We gotta get on Girl Trek.
Yeah. And they have also little paraphernalia stuff you can buy to say Girl Trek, and you should put in the zip code. If somebody's watching and you're like, wait, that Girl Trek sounds interesting, just go to their website and put in your zip code, and they'll show you if there's a group that's already organized, or you could organize a group. And you decide when you meet. There's some folks that meet in the evening to walk. We meet in the morning. Some people meet in the afternoon. It's different age groups. But I think it's important that when we talk about our life and our business and our families, that we always underscore how important it is to take care of yourself. And I've been drinking more water than I normally. Like, I really can use the jug Tamara sent me a while ago, Serena. Like, really fill it up and use it, that I can have 100 and some 20 something ounces worth of water every day. I'm like, and it's not a chore, because now it's like, okay, even if I lose half a pound, I feel good.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Serena, where's your bottle?
Actually, it's nearby. I can go get it for you. It's nearby.
I drink some water now.
Right.
As I drink some water now. But I want to know your Q3 goals, those that are listening. So, Ellie, what's your Q3 goal? Just one. You don't have to tell us all of it. Ladrine, what's your Q3 goal? Danny, what's your Q3 goal? Linda, she's a travel agent. So I know that business took a hit during the COVID shutdown, but it's slowly coming back because people can't wait to get out. So what's your Q3 goal? I don't know if you retired yet, Miss Linda, but let us know and share your goals so that we can hold you accountable for the things that you say you want before we close out. And if you're in your pivot moment, if you're still trying to figure out like what to do in the midst of this environment, all I can say is don't panic. The three of us are women of faith. And if you ever needed your faith, right about now, you might want to investigate that because that's the only way I know I've been able to keep my sanity, is to realize that it's not about me, but it's about the strength that I get from who I believe in. Because if I try to survive this on my own, I'll go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, right? But I can lean on who is stronger than me to gain the strength that I need to continue doing what I'm doing. So if I panic and if I throw my hands up in the air, then where's my faith? Where's my ability to stand on the thing that I know? So that's why I get confused and scratch my head when people say they don't believe. And, it's not a judgment. It's me. I'm literally baffled. But if you do understand what that is, it gives you the strength to be able to push forward. And it gives you the ability to wait to hear confirmation in your spirit on what you need to do, because everything is not for everybody. So you can't go following certain things that might not be set up for you. But then that's a whole nother show. So Linda said, my goal is to get back to 3 miles a day. I did 2.25 this morning. Oh, congratulations, Miss Linda. So she's got a health goal and she's working on it. And it's just starting. One of my girlfriends today, she made a good point. She said, when it's early in the morning and I'm turning over trying to contemplate if I'm going to get up, I remember how I feel when I'm done. How good it feels to drink my coffee, to sit back, I'm watering the lawn, and I feel so powerful and accomplished that I actually got it done. So she said that's the feeling she has to go to in order to get up to actually start. Because it's getting up and it's starting that's the hardest.
Yeah.
But when you do it,
that's for everything that we talk about on this show, of getting it done. That motivation, that satisfaction of what it's going to be like when it's done has to motivate you to get started. I like that.
Yeah, I think that was a good one. I said I'd bring it to the show. We're going to use it. I give up credit today, but I'm going to use it again tomorrow. I know. It's something, but we appreciate you all tuning in. I know the time is speeding by today. It's time to get started in those Q3 goals. Serena has a book she's finishing. I have a conference that I'm producing. They both will be at the conference. We're doing another Dream Do Done segment for Faithpreneur Weekend. And in addition to that, I have other clients that I have to service and finish. So it keeps going. And we have to be responsible in pacing ourselves so we don't get burnt out, we don't get discouraged, but we're able to keep moving according to the speed of purpose so that we can do the thing we were put on here to do. Hey, Rolanda, she said, I'm getting it done. She misses that feeling. She said, it's the G. It is. It's that G, like I actually did it. Because let me be honest, I'll be the queen of the grumble in the morning. Like, I don't want to do it. I'll start making excuses like, but then once I'm done, I'm like, can't touch it. So pray for me. Look, I didn't say I was perfect. I know I'm a work in progress. So we are working through it, and we appreciate the fact that we can have these conversations to help you get there. So we're going to leave an assignment with you for your Q3 goals. Find one thing. Today is the first show of the month. the first Monday in July. Find one thing that you can commit to for the next 4 weeks. We won't even talk about the rest of the quarter. For the next 4 weeks here in the month of July, what can you commit to? And are you brave enough to put that in the feed today? Are you brave enough to stand on one thing that you're going to work on for the beginning of Q3? And if you're willing to type it in, type it in. If you're watching the replay, type it in. We're going to go back and see who actually wrote down a goal that they're willing to stick to, and Dream Do Done is going to hold you accountable for accomplishing that before the 31st of July. There are 31 days in July, right? Okay, yeah.
If not, I gotta sing that little song that I learned in elementary school.
Right, wait. Yeah, okay, Linda said her website. Thank you, Linda. She was brave enough, and we salute you for putting that down. So we're giving you virtual round of applause. All right, who else is brave like Linda? What's your goal in this first month of the third quarter? What are you going to commit to doing? I think we shared our goals with you, and we look forward to checking in to see where you are at the end of the month. The last show of this month is the 27th. So that's when you need to report your progress, Ms. Linda. So thank you for sharing that. And I will, Rolanda says she is getting started with her morning workouts. Okay, awesome. Excellent. And see if you can find a girl trek or a Black Girls Run or any of the other organizations. There's so many, because everything is a group process in life. If you want to be able to do it with any sort of consistency and speed. When you try to do it by yourself, it's usually a little bit more challenging, because if you could have done it by yourself, you would have done it. But when you're in group and when you're in company, it helps you to keep going, because you have other people that are cheering for you and supporting you in the process. So, all right. Thank you, Rolanda. She was brave enough to put down her goal. Anybody else? We'll love you through it no matter what. If you're watching the replay, we'll look for you, and we're going to be holding you accountable to your own greatness. That's what Dream Do Done is here for. There's a process to your progress, and we want to see you get it done. So I'm going to turn it over to Serena for her final words, and then Tamara is going to close us out and tell you how you can stay connected with us.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been more than fun. And so we are here with you. We're in the trenches with you, making things happen, still reaching for goals, reaching for greater heights. As my father would say, shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you'll land them on the stars. So go ahead and get that goal written down. Let's start making it happen. Let's start doing it so that we can get it done. I look forward to seeing you all next week.
Absolutely. And make sure you stay connected, dreamdodone.com. And if you haven't seen all of our shows over the last year and a half, make sure you go to our website, because you can catch all of them there. I know they're on Facebook, but sometimes they're a little bit hard to find. So definitely stick to dreamdodone.com. You can listen to all the playbacks. You can also listen to our podcast as we're turning over some of those episodes. And we also have some other products and things that we're going to be putting out on Dream Do Done. So make sure you stay connected with us. I hope you have a marvelous week. Write down that goal. Really, if you can't even think of it right now, think about it, come back and still put it in the chat. We're going to look at it over the next week, and I want to see your name and your goal there.
Absolutely. Well, Ladrine wouldn't put in her. She said walk 50 miles during the month of July.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead, Ladrine. That's a good one.
I'm serious about this girl track. I'm looking now like, Serena, I'm going to be calling you after the show. See if we could get involved.
She's trying, listen, you see this? She's trying to close in on some one-on-one contact. I get it.
No, we're going to do a group. You know, I play very nice in a group. We're going to do a group, okay?
But yes, it's a lot of fun, and you can do it. I've been averaging 4 to 5 miles a day, so 50 is more than full in the month of July. The dream. So let's keep it up. Let's go with our Q3 goals. Thank you so much for putting it in, and bye-bye, everyone.